Over the past year, the first wave of YouTubers have discovered a brand new way to take all the skills we've learned as YouTubers and apply them to a brand new platform. There is tremendous opportunity on this new platform, and no, it's not TikTok. We're talking about Amazon and Amazon influencer video. I don't want to hype this up too much. I want to show you the actual results that I've received over the past year, as well as some of my students, so you can see just how much opportunity there is and why you absolutely need to make this a priority in the coming year. All right, so the first thing I want to get out of the way, I did refer to it as Amazon influencer video, but you may hear it by a number of different names. One of the things that Amazon seems to have trouble with in this particular arena is coming up with a singular way to reference this content, but it's sometimes called Amazon Shoppable video, Amazon Shorts, and what I like to call it is Amazon influencer video, because you do in fact need to be an Amazon influencer to participate. So of course, the first thing you need to do is get into the Amazon Influencer Program. Now, the Amazon Influencer Program does not specifically tell you what the criteria is, but I have recently made a video on what it takes to get into the Influencer Program. I will throw a link in the screen up top so you can check that out if you're not quite sure. But basically, you want to apply and see what they say. The good thing is, if you don't get approved, you can in fact continue to reapply until you have the criteria that they're looking for to get approved for the program. Now, for those of you who are already Amazon influencers, you may be taking advantage of either the Amazon Associates program or what Amazon influencers actually provide you in the beginning, which is your customized influencer page. This is a page where you can list products that either you've purchased or you recommend. You can post photos, you can post videos on this page as well. Plus, you can come up with groups of products, kind of like wish lists or idea lists, where people can come to your page and rely on your expertise to make decisions on buying products. But what we're talking about in this video is completely different than both of those. Yes, you will get some traffic on those videos on your influencer page, but that is not where the major money is at. And we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to get that major money rolling in and have an absolutely amazing coming year. All right, so here's what makes Amazon Influencer Video so powerful. What this program allows you to do, once approved, is to get videos that you've created about specific products to display on Amazon product pages. When you consider all the traffic that's rolling into Amazon and that you are not the one who's actually driving the traffic, it is an amazing opportunity that they're presenting to influencers. In contrast, when you're looking at Amazon associate links, for example, you're creating some piece of content off of Amazon. You're trying to encourage somebody to then follow a link, go to Amazon, and then once on Amazon, buy the product. When they do that, you're going to get a percentage because they clicked on your link. With the video side of this and getting approved to get your videos to appear on product pages, they've already gone to Amazon, potentially with the intent to buy. They've done a search for a particular product, they've landed on that product page, and now they're scrolling through trying to make some last minute decisions on whether this is the right product for them, trying to figure out some of its features to determine if it does or looks or feels the way they intend it to feel. And they scroll down the page, and just before they get to the comment section or the review section, they find your video. So with this in mind, we're making videos that help answer those last minute questions. One of the greatest ways to do that is when people see other regular people with that product in hand. That's one of the key elements of Amazon influencer video. You're not doing screen prints. It's forbidden to include Amazon screen prints, and they don't want you to make content that is just scrolling images of a product. They want you to have this product in your hand, demonstrating it, explaining what you like. We're going to tell you in just a minute why you want to let people know what you dislike as well, because that can be to your benefit also. But you are trying to let people know your actual honest response to this product. You want to review it or unbox it and share your thoughts as you're doing that. Now, I mentioned you want to actually provide your honest thoughts, whether they are good or bad. You don't necessarily want to go out there and bash a product, but if you share those honest reviews, the good thing is if somebody watches your video and then they buy a similar video in the same category, maybe it's vacuum cleaners and you looked at vacuum cleaner A and you're like, it doesn't really do what I expected it to do, and somebody watches your video, takes that to heart and says, okay, I'm going to buy vacuum cleaner B. Because they watched your video and then they purchased the competitor, you're still going to get credit for that purchase. And the way this works with getting credit is if somebody watches your video and it's the last video they watch before they make the purchase, and they watch at least 30 seconds of your video, you are going to get a 2 to 4% commission on that sale. So when we think about that, we're getting 2 to 4% of somebody purchasing on the massive volume entity that is Amazon. And all we're doing is trying to make a short, succinct video that helps people answer some last minute questions and leads them to that sale. And we're going to be rewarded for it. Now, I mentioned earlier that you actually need to get approved for that additional placement. And this is the really important part. This is where you want to take notes. This is where you do not want to screw up this process. They are very particular with what they are looking for to get approved. And the basic way that this works is you are immediately able to upload videos to Amazon, which are going to appear on that influencer page, which we talked about earlier. To get the approval for the additional placement, you need to upload 3 videos that meet their criteria, and they are going to manually review those videos to make sure that your quality and your content is up to par in terms of whether they want to allow your videos to reach beyond your influencer page and display on the particular product pages. Now, there's a lot of things that they do want, and there's many, many things that they do not want. And quite frankly, they haven't been super articulate in explaining exactly step by step what works and doesn't work. But those of us who are in the Amazon influencer or shoppable video community have kind of worked together to discover exactly what that looks like. And I'm going to share that with you now. So for the purpose of getting approved, obviously we want our quality to be up to par. We want to look like we know what we're doing. We are, in fact, Amazon influencers. So with that comes a certain level of quality. So you want to make sure that your audio is on point. You want to make sure there's no noise in the background. Think about some of the things we do when we're making YouTube videos. We don't want to hear the dog barking or the traffic, any of that. We want to make sure that the product is in hand, that the product is the star of the video. You can, in fact, make these videos on screen like I'm doing now. If you wanted to, do something like a online or TV shopping presentation, you can certainly do that. You can also do videos where you don't actually appear in the frame. That works as well, but you want to make sure that you are demonstrating the product's use. You want to make sure that you are verbally communicating what you like about it, what you don't like about it, perhaps why you bought this one versus another one, but you don't want to ever mention specific pricing in any way. They don't want you to, you can say things like, I think this was a better value, but they don't want you to say, hey, this was $10 cheaper than the other one, so I went with this one. So you want to make sure that if you're talking about the value of it, that you're doing it in more general terms. You don't want to add a lot of text or fancy graphics. You don't want anything in your video that relates to another platform. You don't want to put anything in there like subscribe to my YouTube channel or any self-promotion whatsoever. This video needs to look and feel like you made it for no other purpose than to tell your buddy what you like about this particular product. So that is what you need to focus on. A lot of people do try to repurpose content from YouTube, for example, and they are successful in that to some degree. But the thing that you need to understand is if you do that, you need to edit all of that other stuff out. You need to edit your lower thirds if they talk about YouTube, or your subscribe images, and all that stuff needs to be taken out. So that your video is nothing more than you describing this particular product and showing people the benefits of it, why you like it, why you don't like it. And it's much different when you think of what you're trying to accomplish than what we do here on YouTube. Content here on Creator Fundamentals is made possible by our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by Soundstripe. Soundstripe offers thousands of high-quality audio tracks to take your content to the next level. And for a limited time, you can use the promo code CreatorCrew to save 20% off your subscription. Now is the time to go pro with Soundstripe. On YouTube, we know we're trying to keep people's attention. YouTube wants people to spend as much time as possible on the platform, and for that reason, they're going to reward you for absolutely crushing it on watch time, for keeping somebody in tune to your video for minute after minute after minute, or hour after hour in some cases, because they are selling advertising. Amazon is selling products. So with that in mind, they want your video to convert that sale. They do also, as I mentioned earlier, refer to these videos as Amazon Shorts. They are not intended to be 40-minute documentaries on why this particular vacuum is an industry innovation. They simply want you to provide some last-minute guidance and real-world use of a particular product before that person who is pretty much 90% of the way into their purchasing process to give them that information so they can click that button and feel confident in their purchase. And to be quite honest with you, this is one of the things that I absolutely adore about Amazon influencer video, because quite frankly, sometimes YouTube feels like those who are professional time wasters are rewarded for being able to do that. They can take changing a tire, turn it into a 4-hour documentary, and they're going to crush it on YouTube, whereas somebody who goes out and shows you how to do it in 5 minutes is probably not going to see quite as much success as that person who can turn it into story time. But on Amazon, you are in fact getting rewarded for being succinct, to being to the point, and for actually delivering on that conversion of helping that person make that purchasing decision. Now, one thing, and this has come up a couple times, because they are called Amazon Shorts in some circles, you don't want to make vertical videos. These videos are appearing on product pages. And in my personal opinion, I think horizontal videos or landscape videos are the much better play here, just in terms of the way that most of us are consuming these videos. So definitely make the landscape style videos as opposed to the vertical videos, which we see on a lot of other shorts type platforms. Remember, Amazon is not trying to compete with TikTok and Facebook stories. This has nothing to do with trying to be a video watch time leader. This is about getting videos alongside the products that actually help those products sell more. Because at the end of the day, if these videos are not helping Amazon make more money on these products, then this whole program doesn't make any sense. So you want to keep that in mind. You want to stick to the point. This is not about building a following, which brings me to one other point that's really important, and a lot of people have a little bit of difficulty wrapping their brain around this, because it is so much different than what we drilled into our heads over on YouTube. All right, so one of the secrets to really crushing this is that it has absolutely nothing to do with your niche or the topic that you cover on YouTube. I know they want Amazon influencers. They want you to have an established audience, but quite frankly, your established audience does zero to help you be successful on Amazon influencer video. You can do product videos on anything and everything in your home that is available for sale on Amazon. You don't have to have had to purchase it on Amazon, but everything that is in your house, whether it is this mouse or these earphones or earbuds, or even if it's this duster, all of these things are available on Amazon. This camera, for example. All of these can be turned into videos, can be uploaded and get approved and start earning you money. So one of the cool things you can do is actually download a full order history report direct from Amazon. So on the Amazon account where you're actually doing your shopping, there is a way to download a CSV or XLS file that shows you every single purchase that you've ever made. I've already done a video on that, so I will put a link in the description to that. Maybe I'll throw it in a card up top as well. But check that out at this video's conclusion if you want to see, and I'll try to link it directly to that part of that video, because I know that other video covers some other things. Yeah, that's going to give you pretty much a list of everything in your house that's available to make videos about, so you're not going to have any excuses on what to come up with for video topics. The one thing you do want to do, though, is when you are starting out, you want to make that first 3 videos and you want to leave them there and allow Amazon to approve them. and here's why. So if you go out and you upload 10 videos and your first videos get approved, you're good to go, you're on your way. If you upload those videos and they reject your videos, you have to delete all of your videos and start over again. So if you don't want to go through all of that extra work, upload 3 videos and 3 videos only. You will see at the top of the screen, it'll say 3 of 3 videos with a little progress bar. And then you want to hold tight until they actually come back and approve or reject those videos. It has been taking a little while. I think in some cases it's like 4 to 6 weeks now because all of these content creators are becoming aware of this. So you definitely want to get in sooner rather than later because there is a lot of opportunity. I'm going to show you some graphs throughout this video so you know exactly what we're talking about here. But a ton of opportunity that can be had by every creator. And you want to make sure that you get this process rolling right as we head into the new year so you can have the best revenue year that you have ever had as a content creator. All right, so one of the things I want to show you are some real world numbers so you know that I'm not full of shit here. This is my progress here on Amazon influencer video. Now, this particular graph does show both live streaming and Amazon video. I don't do the live streaming on Amazon, so this is straight up Amazon influencer video results. So as you can see, I started at the tail end of February, and you can see I had 7 clicks in February. My first full month, I brought in $434.02 and 1,600 clicks and change. From there, we went from 434 to 1,045, up to 3,000, up to 4,000, up to 5,000, up to 7,200. In September, Amazon had a little bit of a blip where they had some issues with reporting and displaying videos, and that kind of reset everybody in terms of the progress that they were making, but still made $5,000 that month. So all in all, with the blip included, that's not too shabby. But as you can see here, on the whole, we have gradually been increasing the revenue that we're able to make with Amazon influencer video. And the process is the same. It's just a matter of creating products. I do have some ways that I've tried to diversify the type of products that I'm covering based on the results that I get in order to maximize revenue across the board. But down here, you can see what this looks like. So these are the daily numbers. So we have days, if we scroll all the way down, we have days where we earned $459 in a single day. And then we have exception days like Christmas where we earn -$6. And this particular day is because Amazon's closed. So you get paid when items ship. So if you do have a holiday or something like that, don't expect to get your full daily revenue because there's nobody there shipping product. But all in all, we're probably averaging about $300 to $400 a day, and definitely a little on the high side of that during the holidays. And you can see that it's just gradually been building over time. In December of 2021, we made $8,700 on 36,000 clicks, and we just continue to grow from there. And it's just a matter, once you get this process down, you want to make sure that you continue to just keep making videos. You want to do, these videos literally take maybe 10 minutes to make each. These are not full overblown productions. This is simply sharing your thoughts with quality that's good enough so that it's not distracting. And you want to get those out there and keep putting them out there. Our goal is to do 1 video a day. I know people that have put out 1,000 videos or more in a single month. So there is sky's the limit in terms of what you want to do with this. So when you think about it, once you get up over $275 a day, you're looking at $100,000 a year. That's a full-time income. So regardless of what the other stuff that you're doing. Now, personally, I may not jump all in and forget everything else that I'm doing because we always want to make sure we have a plan B and we don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket. But there is definitely enough money being made out there to replace your career or all the money that you're making on your YouTube channel. It's definitely our goal here to exceed $100,000 in the coming year. And there's no reason that you can't start right now and have a similar goal. And hey, jumping back into the numbers real quick, for those of you who are already in this program and you're just looking for some additional ways to kind of break down the numbers, down here in the lower right-hand corner, you can click on date, change it to category, and this is going to give you a nice idea of where your income is coming from. Amazon is broken into a number of different categories, and every category has a different commission percentage that you're potentially going to earn. So in this case, if I come in here and I sort this by total commission, I can see that I'm earning 4% in patio, lawn, and garden, and I've made nearly $11,000 in that particular category, followed up by kitchen and dining at $7,800, even though it's only a 2.3% commission. And that's kind of the game you need to play. In some cases, you have higher ticket items where you're going to get a much larger commission on them each time they sell. In other cases, you have a higher commission percentage, so the more you sell, the higher percentage of those sales you're going to get. And in other cases where you may have a lower percentage, commission percentage, 2.3% is one of the lower ones, then it's a volume game and you get something that's really, really popular that a lot of people buy on a regular basis, and then you make your money that way. But it's all about trying to find that good mix within all of this and making sure that you are continually reviewing the numbers and trying to find ways to tap into more income. And hey, if you're already in the middle of Amazon influencer video, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll show you some specific numbers and give you some ideas on what you can do and look at to help scale the income you're already making. I know this has been a lot to take in, but this is absolutely a very lucrative opportunity for you. If you need some additional help on figuring this all out and walking through step by step, you can check out my course in the description below at influencer100x.com. All right, so there was a lot of information covered in this video. If you're looking for additional help to get started on this and really take advantage of this really lucrative opportunity, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video to my Amazon influencer playlist here on YouTube. I'll see you in the next video.